Former President Obama deported more than 3 million illegal immigrants during his time in office.
He was such a divisive president.
When is the last time you woke up and you thought about angel moms? When's the last time you woke up and thought about trafficked children at the border?
We have a Fox News panel covering Michelle Obama because, well, conservatives can't get over their obsession. So let's start by leaving a like on the video if you can. We really appreciate it and it helps the video out a ton. And let's see what kind of nonsense is being discussed on this panel.
Former President Obama deported more than 3 million illegal immigrants during his time in office. And Lisa, where were her fears then?
Well, she's just being dishonest, right? Which is what we all know. Same with the media as well. But I would say that, Obama did get the name deporter-in-chief during his time in office by some in the media, particularly immigration groups. But I will say he's kind of a smart political operator. Terrible president, but smart political operator. Because what did he do also? He did things like DACA for the Dreamers and DAPA, which got shut down in by a federal judge in a Texas court. So he kind of played both sides of the issue a little bit. But I think what the White House is doing so well on this immigration fight is they're so good at telling the story through images. And we saw that yesterday with the 100 illegal aliens lining the driveway of the White House.
I love that Republicans always love to make this conflation to defend Trump doing these like outrageous deportations, but they of course leave out all context and nuance because, well, they have to do misinformation. Now, to be fair, Obama was more hardline on immigration in a way that I don't like and I personally don't agree with, but still to compare him to Trump in any way is just astoundingly stupid on the issue. As she mentioned, Obama started the DACA program, something Trump has stated he is against, right? This is for undocumented children to have a pathway to citizenship and actually prioritize the deportation of violent criminals, unlike Trump. But also, it was Bush in the previous Congress that put in place the infrastructure post 9/11 and the funding for these kinds of large-scale deportations prior to Obama taking office. And it was actually through bipartisan negotiations in the Congress that Obama allowed this to continue in hopes of an immigration bill that would include a path to citizenship for long-term undocumented residents. This fell apart once Republicans took the House in 2010 and then reneged on the deal. But MAGA doesn't care about context. Meanwhile, though, Trump is disappearing legal residents. So like, how is this comparable again?
He was such a divisive president. So I don't have a lot of great things to say about the man, President Obama. He divided this nation greatly and did so with great intent.
African-American, ran for president and won, broke the mold. And that does it for me.
And he had disdain for a lot of people like us, clinging to your guns and your God. But anyways.
Emily, you and I share a lot.
Okay, I have to stop them because this is just the ultimate self-report when people say this. Obama literally never did anything divisive, right? The nation divided under Obama because long underlying racial animus came to the mainstream in a way like we had not seen in decades with like Trump, for instance, and then millions of other claiming that Obama wasn't born in America for no other reason than him being brown, just to discredit the first black president. You remember when millions of people did that? Then saying his wife was a man because she just, she has the traditional black female features and they always compare us to like what animals or now women or men or whatever. And it just irks me that after doing that racist bullshit, that these racist fucks now want to turn around. And they did this for 8 years and now want to blame Obama, essentially victim blaming him, the one that they were racist to, as if he was the one standing up there spewing this racist hatred that they all did.
Then my head went to how many trafficked children will not be trafficked because of what Trump did.
Amen.
She wakes up and thinks about Trump deportation and due process. Michelle Obama, when is the last time you woke up and you thought about angel moms? When's the last time you woke up and thought about trafficked children at the border? I'd love an answer. Give it to us on your next podcast.
Yeah, that's very fair. And I hear what you're saying, Bill, in terms of history and how you'll view that. But I've never once heard that woman talk about the people that we've lost
Yes.
to violent illegal immigrants. They're not all here to do that, but there have been some that we picked up.
It's all just buzzwords and talking points. There's nothing of substance. There's nothing being proved if you actually just think of what they've said in this clip. By their own logic, by their own arguments, Obama deported 3 million. He's the deporter in chief. They just stressed that. If Trump cares about this issue because he does deportations, but Obama did way more deportations, wouldn't the logic then say that he cares more? So why are you questioning if they care? How is it that they're both the deporter in chief, but they're also the people who don't care about undocumented immigration? It doesn't even make sense from the own argument that they've been trying to build this whole video. but talking points and buzzwords, right? MAGA probably doesn't follow logic that well. It's really simple, actually, though. And it's why these people are drawing these kind of silly conclusions, these kind of obfuscations, and bringing up Michelle Obama and things to deflect. Trump is violating the Constitution, something Republicans pretended to care about that Democrats actually care about. He's done it multiple times now through his means of deportations, and this is what Democrats are highlighting. They don't care about any of the individuals. And plenty of America is rightfully fearful of that, and they're not willing to just stand by and watch it happen. We don't anoint kings in this country, no matter how much the MAGA cult wants to.